Guinness Beef Sliders. Get you some. First thing we want to do for our Guinness roast beef sliders is get an onion cut. All right, I'm going to take a 1/4 stick of butter. I've got a cast iron pan on my Traeger. I've had it heating up for about 15 minutes. Let's get it in here and let's saute some onions and mushrooms. And now, one thing we're gonna do to kick up a little bit of flavor, we're gonna use a little bit of W sauce. About a good tablespoon in there is gonna give us some good flavor. And I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of minced garlic here. Again, don't come at me in the comments saying I'm using canned garlic. I forgot to pick up some fresh garlic. All right, we've got a 1/2 stick of butter been melting on our Traeger. We've got it running about 350 degrees now. So now that the butter's melted here, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna splash in just a splash of Guinness. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get in a splash of that W sauce. I wanna get a little bit of Dijon mustard, you know, about like that. Now, once it gets about there, and you get stirred all in, I'm gonna take a pack of Lipton onion soup mix here and dump in. Let's get this stirred around. I'm gonna let this come back and get a little hot, and we're gonna be ready to build some sandwiches. All right, I'm gonna take a pack of King's Hawaiian rolls and slice them open. All right, once we get them sliced open, let's get a pan over here and get our base in. Now, to build our sandwiches, I'm gonna take and put a little bit of Swiss cheese on the bottom. And I got this cut myself at the deli at Kroger. And that's why it's a little bit longer than you see of just buying it out of a pack. So I've got 1 layer of Swiss cheese on the bottom here. Now I've got 3/4 of a pound of almost shaved roast beef. Now you just wanna layer this on. All right, once you get all your roast beef laid on, let's get another layer of cheese on it. May as well go ahead and use that other piece in there as well. Now it's time to get some of those beer braised Guinness onions and mushrooms all on this sandwich. Now we've let our onions and mushrooms cool down for about 10 minutes here. We get in and handle them, and I'm sure you see they've still got some steam coming off of them. So you wanna be careful and just scoop it on top of your cheese here and get it all spread out. Oh, I wish y'all could smell this. These beer braised onions are so good. Now, we've got that all spread out. Let's get our top on here. Let's check on our butter mixture on the grill that we're gonna pour all over the top. All right, once you got your sandwiches assembled, you've got your butter and Guinness beer mixture here where you're lifting onion soup in it and a little bit of Dijon mustard. I'm gonna take and start slathering that on here. Now you may not use all of this. It's completely up to you if you do, but I'm not gonna use all of it. I'm gonna leave a little bit in there. I'm gonna take a little bit of foil, put on here, and I'm gonna put it on my grill for about 15 minutes covered, and then I'm gonna take it off and let it go for about 15 minutes uncovered. All the cheese will be melted and everything's gonna come together, and it's gonna be time to slice it. All right, let's slide them back on, 350 degrees, about 15 minutes covered. All right, our Guinness beef sliders have been on about 15 minutes. Let's get the foil off now. We can get a nice smoke tint, finish melting that cheese, get a little crusty. All right, our Guinness beef sliders are off of our Traeger grill. Just to recap, I took a medium-sized onion, sliced it up with a 4-ounce can of mushrooms, a little bit of butter, sauteed it down until they got translucent, added a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, some Guinness beer, let that braise down with a little bit of garlic in it, come back, put Swiss cheese, shaved roast beef, some more Swiss cheese, some of that onion mixture and mushrooms, and now I made a glaze up with Guinness beer, melted butter, Worcestershire sauce, and some Lipton onion soup mix. I put it back on my Traeger for 30 minutes and let it go, and I can tell you the smell is incredible. So let's get in here and slice it and take a bite. Who's ready for some Guinness Beef Sliders? You know they're gonna be good. All right, I can tell y'all, wrapping that cheese up, getting ready to taste this, you know it's gonna be cheesy, ooey goodness. Let's give it a try. The in-depth flavor that the beer gives the braised onions and the mushrooms on this sandwich here, the Lipton onion soup mix with the W sauce mixed in that melted butter is an incredible flavor with that Dijon mustard to top it off. If you like what we're doing on our channel, be sure to like, subscribe, follow along. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest, and of course YouTube. I'll see you next week with another video.